And we're back here once again with another episode of the Iron Man Podcast, episode 554. It's going to be another rendition of Friday Bangers. And Nate should be joining us shortly after this show has started. Darnell, I'm pretty sure he's still sick with his stomach flu, actually. So if he's feeling any better, then he might join. Iron and Selena had a power outage. That's why they weren't even on their own podcast tonight. And then, as you guys know, I watched Shark Night with Selena. It's her first time watching that movie. I've watched that movie, I don't know, I've watched the movie probably 4 or 5 times, actually. I know on the back of my hand, actually. I literally could just review it off the top of my head. I've seen it that many times. You know, it's one of those guilty pleasure bad movies, actually. She can't review it with me. She's going to be out of commission. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on these days, actually. Hopefully you guys had a great week. I know there was the Kyle Rittenhouse situation that popped off literally last night. I literally was there right when he dropped the tweet. I should have just said something racist about black people. I would have got like 20K views in the tweet, but I didn't because I'm stupid. But what I did comment on is something comic book related. And as you guys know, I've been working on some comic book videos. I'm going to drop a comic book haul very, very soon. 40-minute, fat, meaty one. If anyone says that comic book sales are doing better than ever, that person is quite literally retarded and nothing they say is worth anything. And their mom probably literally, and I mean this literally, should have aborted them. Your brain is not working. Just because you like something, that does not mean you literally put your head in the sand and just forget everything that exists around you. You can literally, fun fact, you can like a hobby and then acknowledge that there's red flags and bad things around it, you know, like the MCU. People have acknowledged the MCU hasn't been as good for a while. And then, you know, you have Deadpool Wolverine and it saved the MCU, technically. But then, Captain Blackfrica is coming out. So that goodwill's going to be gone very, very soon.
Well, Marvel Comics, I mean, learned their lesson. I mean, of the success of Deadpool and Wolverine, they're going to pivot over to Deadpool's daughter and kill Wolverine and kill Deadpool. So, I mean, they clearly learned their lesson.
Do you know what's crazy about that, dude? They didn't even need to do that.
No.
They actually had a Deadpool and Wolverine 3-issue miniseries that they started before the movie even came out. Issue 3 is dropping this week coming up, I think, or it dropped last week. I think I picked it up, actually. So why did they promote that? Why are they not promoting the literal Deadpool and Wolverine? I called it World War III. It was pronounced World War III in the solicitations, but I guess it's just called WW3. Literally, Deadpool Wolverine, WW3, literally started. It's ending. You can just promote that. Why are we promoting Deadpool dying and then his daughter getting a series? Like, why are we not promoting the issue that they're together? I swear they don't want to help comic shops. Why are we not promoting the shit that already makes sense to the movie that we have already existing? I don't fucking get it. And the thing is, Deadpool can't die, people. He literally has immortality. He literally has immortality. He can't die. If someone says Deadpool can die, their comic opinion means less than squat to me. If someone says Wolverine can die, your brain is retarded. You need like another fucking like parent to give birth to you because you are not sensible. And yeah, Mike is here. I think it's his first time he's ever been on a panel show. I've had Mike on 2 one-on-ones. He's just a white guy with kids, and he's a conservative. So
what's wrong with that?
What the heck? He's already questioning. Like, why is he here?
Nate, you made the first mistake of the stream. You're not allowed to question the black man.
Yeah, Mike's the black guy tonight.
Yeah, man. I'm borrowing the black card from MSK for tonight.
Yeah, and like I said before, I mean, people rag on CB Cebulski a lot, and for good measure, but Jim Lee does absolutely nothing, guys. Jim Lee does literally nothing. I love that guy's artwork. I really do. And yeah, there are people better than him now. Obviously, Dan Mora, I think, is better than him now at this point. But Jim Lee just does nothing. Nothing. Imagine getting paid like $70K a year just to sit there and just do nothing. I know it's not $70K, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like, he literally just does nothing. What does he do? I'm just sitting there watching the fucking...
He charges $25,000 for commissions. That's what he does.
Maybe if I get on my knees and do some Gok Gok Hawk Tool 3000, maybe I can get one of those commissions.
On Chris Hemsworth and Chris
Oh,
Evans.
wow. So you're taking a page from Kamala Harris. Got it.
Just say, hey, Kamala Harris. If anyone calls her black, that person's opinions also. You're like, okay,
she was the original hot Tua girl.
Yeah. Willie Brown and Montel Williams.
I'm laughing because we literally just had an entire segment about her on the Weekly Rogues Gallery. It's just, oh my fucking god, man, she is so fake. Like she is so fake that she actually somehow makes Joe Biden look like a saint, which is very hard to do.
It's hard just listening to her talk and trying to form
her talk. Dude, I swear she goes hard on mute. Just put her on mute. Just let that shit go.
Dude, you don't hate her because she's a piece of shit person. You hate her like you hate herpes. She just won't go away.
No, you gotta do this to yourself. Why are you hearing her talk?
Yeah.
Mute. There's a mute button on your devices, I hope. Why would you ever hear a woman's opinion for anything other than like sex is beyond me.
Hey, just remember, what can be unburdened from what has been.
And
so
you're going to be able to see Mars with your own eyes.
The one thing I took away from your own
Hi, Billy. How you doing, man?
I love Venn diagrams.
How you doing, man?
Yeah.
What's up, WZ? How you doing, man? Less hawk tooing, more TV mounting. Common WZL. Common WZL. You love to see it. I'm voting for my girl Kamala. Okay, so I know I had to kind of wrap it up with beer juice because he's 3 hours ahead and he had to get to sleep. The Kyle Rittenhouse situation was really, really weird. It's just so many different layers you could attack it from. Trump supporters were there for him when he went through his trial. They helped him with a lot of money for his campaign. These are just obviously factual things you can look up. I'm not making this up. They literally did help him. Then he gets the right situation done to him. He's acquitted of everything. He's off the law hook and everything. They try to do what's the system in the court where they try to re-get you back to do some more bullshit? There's a word for it. I can't remember the word for it, but they try to get him back. That didn't work. He can basically just live a normal life now. Then on Twitter, he basically said, I'm going to endorse this guy, with the lack of better way of saying that. I'm basically going to write this guy's name in the ballot. And I've not just going further into that for 1 second. That's even stupid on voting too. Why are you even allowed to write someone's name down that isn't even going to win or even have a chance of winning, or someone that's not in the final two candidates? That's already a broken system in of itself, but I digress. He said he's going to write in this guy's name. And then people went, wait a minute, what the fuck? Because his thing is the whole Trump and the 2A thing, and Trump's got very similar positions on Biden when it comes to the whole gun thing, actually. Joe Biden wanted to ban assault rifles. I'm not sure what was Trump's updated position on that, but I know he wasn't really that big fan of like assault rifles and everything.
You said that before when you were doing a one-on-one with that other guy too, and I wanted to chime in on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Assault
and
rifles
I had to silence you because you're white.
But assault rifles are already illegal. Like, you can't buy an assault rifle. You go to a gun store, they don't exist. An assault rifle is an automatic weapon. They don't sell automatic weapons at a gun store. And a lot of people, they're using that terminology out there right now to confuse people, because the first two letters of course, an AR-15 is AR. And people conflate that with meaning assault rifle. And it doesn't mean that. It's Armalite rifle. Yeah, because that was the first company to develop that style of rifle. And it does not mean assault rifle. People are using that to conflate the terms and to confuse people and tricking people into thinking that guns that look like that are evil, or guns that look like that are assault rifles. And that's simply not the case. Like the guy that took a pop shot at Trump, he was firing a fucking 223. That's a bullet about this big. It's a little bit bigger than a 22 bullet. And it's about the effectiveness of having a squirrel hunting rifle. Will it fire multiple? Like, you can fit multiple in a clip? Yes, but you have to pull the trigger each fucking time. There's no burst mode. There's no automatic mode. None of that shit happens. And it's a trash rifle to begin with, unless you're firing, maybe you got one that's equipped that can fire a 5.56. Now you're getting into like maybe a deer hunting type situation. But other than that, you're fucked. Like, I mean, you try to go up against a military soldier with a fucking AR-15 that fires 223 or 5.56, and you're going to get your ass handed to you, like every fucking time.
Are you yourself, pro having guns and carrying them? Actually,
yeah, definitely. I mean, fuck, I grew up in Texas. Yeah, I mean,
I'm overall an 2A absolutist in the sense that, you want to know what, the Constitution's with the Second Amendment's pretty clear.
Yeah,
I don't really care. It's one of those. I think every law that's on the books concerning guns is unconstitutional, but that's my opinion on it.
I get that, and that's a thing. But they have curtailed that freedom that we all are supposed to enjoy already so much, to where you can't get the same weapons the military uses. Like this whole thing right now that people are talking about, oh, well, I need to be pro Second Amendment. It's fucking baseless, because the Second Amendment hasn't existed since they outlawed assault rifles, and they don't put them on the fucking secondary market. It's an illusion. Dude, there is no way in fuck some podunk fuckers in Texas or any other Second Amendment pro state can go up against the United States military in its current form. There's no fucking way. Take a pop shot at an F-22 with a fucking AR-15 and find out what the fuck happens to you. It's an illusion. It's not real. You know, we don't have the access to the same equipment that the United States military does, and that's by design. They limited our freedoms years ago and trashed us all years ago. Years, John, years.
Oh yeah, no, don't disagree there. It really does come down to the simple fact too with it is that we have writings from George Washington that essentially spelled out the people should have the exact same armament as the military.
And see, with the proliferation of nuclear weapons and shit like that, and the modernization of technology, that's fucking unfeasible. I mean, imagine your worst fucking enemy right now having access to a nuclear launch code, and then I mean, do you really want that out there? Because that's what the Second Amendment is. It basically means every one of us get a nuke.
Okay, I advocate for bows and arrows, but that's just me, because I want to be Green Arrow. I want to be Black Arrow. He actually has a villain called Black Arrow. I can literally be that at this point.
Yeah, I love bow.
No, and I don't.
Something that I've done for years. Bow hunting is like my thing. I would prefer a bow over a rifle any fucking day.
Well, yeah, you can actually make it's easier to make ammo for it.
Oh yeah.
Than you are when it comes down to trying to make it. So in the post-apocalyptic world, you're going to want bows and arrows, and you're going to want crossbows.
Definitely. Yeah. And, you know, if something ever were to happen anyway, dude, there's going to be plenty of fucking rifles laying on the ground.
Wow. Yeah, because everyone got vaporized. That's why there's so many rifles.
John, how you doing, man?
There's going to be so many bullets and guns laying on the ground. You're not even going to fucking be able
Why are there so many guns? Because all the inhabitants got exposed to the power of a fucking sun and vaporized.
Yeah. Remember when people had that like chicken or the egg argument, or like, who killed the person? Skynet. Did the gun kill the person, or did the person with the gun kill the person? I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I get the whole Second Amendment argument, and I'm in support of it. You know, don't get me wrong, but I mean, when it comes down to it, there has to be some sort of control mechanism with the current state of technology the way that it is. I mean, if we don't, it's just going to be fucking utter chaos. We're going to have people nuking other people over like fucking popcorn, dude. Like, you didn't microwave my popcorn on time. I'm sending a fucking nuke to your house. Like,
your dog just took a shit on my lawn.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, but I'll ask you realistically, how
brother fucked my wife? Here's a nuke.
Oh my god! I saw a black guy walking in my neighborhood. Just nuke them all out of existence.
I irradiated my my wife's boyfriend with a fucking nuclear condom. Fucking her with uranium at this point.
Oh shit!
I bought my wife a spiked dildo for her birthday, and she decided to nuke me.
Right?
No. Like, how often do you see that happening? Like, do you think every average day-to-day life people are going to be doing that?
Dude, I know you couldn't give me a nuclear code right now. I know where I'd send a couple of them motherfuckers.
You know, for the sake of not ending up on a watch list, I'm not going to spell the place out that I would nuke off the map.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would say EVS house, but
I guarantee you, every single person on this panel, if we had a launch button on our right now, we would press that.
We would use it on somebody.
No, allegedly in Minecraft.
Behind the
someone named
paywall.
Mike Wheeler on YouTube, behind the paywall
Like,
of
dude,
the
like,
MSK
you
YouTube channel.
can't-
Oh no,
can't
I
do
would
that shit.
treat it like the toys we had back in the 80s, like the lawn darts with the actual metal tip. I'd do it with the nuke. I'd throw it at I'd have that nuke head towards me and see how fast if I can get away from it.
Right. Yeah. And people would
Just
be
for
like
fun.
missing fingers and shit. What happened? Nuke 2016. I don't know.
Now, I'll say, since Mike has a of age,
You just start going
now.
bald even quicker from being around it.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know, Mike has a teenage son. He's still growing into being a man. You know, we asked him this question: what if he came home with a Shaniqua?
Oh yeah, I have fun with it. That's good.
Okay, Now,
You
what if
say
your
that like
daughter-
you say that like his son is not supposed to.
Like,
Yeah,
okay, your
yeah.
daughter grows up. She, becomes a teenager and adult. She comes home with a black man. What's your reaction?
You better be a fucking NBA player, kid.
As
Yeah, I want front row seats courtside, motherfucker.
it better be Idris it better be Idris Elba's son, or I'm gonna nuke you out of
You
existence.
know? I swear to God.
Okay, but if she starts wearing do rags and starts doing the twerking stuff, you're probably like, okay, honey, we got to disown you now. It's over.
Nah,
you went to
I'll
the
be
dark
with all that.
side.
I don't care, man.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
I'm old school, dude. Now I was gangster before gangster was.
Ain't
even
no
cool.
love in Oklahoma, just the whistle of a long black train.
Nah, man, I'm good.
What's up, Tank? How you doing, man? These
Well,
white people are crazy.
going back to Iron's show, even though he wasn't there, the only thing that I really took away from it was the whacking it, jacking it in San Diego, because you guys kept talking about San Diego.
Oh my fucking god, dude! We had dude. The last 15 minutes of that show tonight were fucking amazing, dude. I was crying. It's like,
Every single comic person on the planet, like, you can't keep the word San Diego out of their mouth for like more than 2 minutes. You know that?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
well, on top of that, Comic-Con just ended, so
Yeah. See.
Well, speaking of San Diego, I was in San Diego for Gabe LTE's Big Man Comics thing at this
for
bar.
a gay what?
I was I had
Pride?
seen probably one of the hottest bartenders I had seen in my life, and there was a chance for me to talk to her.
He's definitely there for pride.
Definitely not. I saw
well,
that.
well, hold on. Did you talk to her?
No.
how low was her voice?
Okay, all right.
Was there an
So-
Adam's apple?
She okay. So this is actually a true story. She was talking to another guy. She was having a great conversation with him. His conversation was over. She asked, "Are you married?" He was like, "No." Sorry. And he said, "I'm actually we're like getting separated or something like that." But then if he was drunk, whatever. So he said he really was married, like some bullshit like that. He changed from not married to married. He gave her a bunch of money for tips. Then I had a chance to talk to her. At that moment, I was like, "Hey, what do you like?" And she just says, "I like everything." And then she ignored me. I was like, "Oh damn, I have no riz." Man, that's probably the hottest woman I've ever seen in my life. God fucking damn it. How do you talk to women? Women are such different people. God, man. I knew I could have sealed the deal if I had a better opener. She was looking at me. She was staring at my crotch. She was staring at my butt.
Here's
She
the
was
secret.
looking at my chocolateness.
If
But I
she
just
talk-
couldn't seal the deal.
If she talks to you, you have to find a way to keep the conversation going. If the conversation stalls and she walks away like she did after saying one thing to you, it's not going to work.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can never get past the initial opening. It's always, I can't keep them satisfied after that initial opening. It's always instant downtrend.
You
Fucking
just
hell,
got to
man.
work on the opening, then. Like start out with something more exciting, like look at my dick.
That's how you get thrown in jail. these
That's
days.
how you, that's how you end up on a watch list for real.
Imagine being in San
Especially,
Diego
yeah,
saying that
that's-
around those feminist people. I would have got stabbed or something.
Gonna
You
say,
mean that shit
especially
doesn't
in
work anymore?
San
Fucking used to work
Diego.
for me.
Oh shit!
God, man. Her butt.
Oh,
was-
well, we could always take her to that place there in Fallout. Bill Cosby's
Oh, God,
refreshment stand that'll
stop.
knock out your thirst.
Honestly, dude, any interaction I've had with a woman like in public, especially if I'm having like a long, lengthy conversation with them. I mean, this is probably my fault. It never went anywhere, but try to figure out what they like, man. If you can figure out what they like and it somehow correlates with stuff that you like, dude, just get her talking.
Do you know
it's
that
easy.
meme
One
we
of the-
read a while ago where the meme basically the caption was this: when we gave women opinions, things just got worse in life.
No,
Just saying.
that's not
I'm
true.
gonna tell you something like behind the scenes. Like, not very many people know this, but very few. I haven't said it very often, especially in public. One of the very first things I said to Mindy was, "Grab my ass. See how hard it is."
Most reactions I get from
Not grab my dick, grab my ass.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Are you saying
all I
you
know
have
is
fat?
lately.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you
Lately,
saying you have
most of-
fat ass?
No, man, it's like fucking hard. Dude. It's like a rock.
It's like the Rock's pecs.
I
It's
swear
just
to God.
hard all the time.
All I know
Like,
is most
dude,
of my
I'm
interactions with women lately
pretty
usually have
stacked back in
ended
the
the
day.
conversation with, "Are you going to order something or not?" So that's when I usually have to order.
Oh man! Now there are those moments where she's probably too damn gorgeous, and you're just so shell shocked by how gorgeous she is, you can't say anything. You're just
That
like,
was really me, honestly. I gotta be honest here. Looking at women here and looking at the women at that bar compared to here, it's so night and day how much better looking they are. It's like by a massive mile.
like
honestly.
she starts talking to you. She's like, "Oh hey, how are you?" And you're like,
I literally did that. I was
And
like,
she's like, and she's like, "Okay, well, I'll see you around." And she walks away. She's like, "Oh boy, what a loser."
she literally looked at me and she was like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, she was like, "Just chilling." I was like, "Yep." And I was like, "What do you like?" She was like, "I like these things." And then she turned her back to me and started ordering stuff like for like inventory. I was like, "Man, I just missed a shot. Damn." Actually, straight failure.
Well, you probably could have provided a little more context, and that probably would have sparked an actual conversation.
Or you say to her back and go, hey, we were talking.
Don't you dare walk away from me, bitch!
No, don't you dare turn your back on me. We were talking here.
I did meet a lady who liked getting BBC'd. That was her fetish. She was like,
Did she tell you that?
She was like, I really like big black dicks.
Oh my
and I was
God.
like,
Well,
huh.
that's what you got to keep in mind. That's what MSK had heard.
See,
It didn't say that she saw that. It had actually
instead of
said that.
Instead of saying you could help her with that, you said, "Oh man, all I have is an LBC."
Well, if she truly said that, you should have retorted with, "Well, baby, I might be able to help you there."
I'm not whipping out 9 inches in front
She
of a
probably,
woman.
you know what? She probably would have laughed at you and thought you were funny. You know,
If you whip it out at 9 inches and they laugh at you, actually just get a rope and end that life. That shit is sad. Imagine that. I mean, 9 inches and that's not good enough. Like, holy fucking shit, man.
there, you know, statistics have shown there's a lot of women. You know, contrary to popular belief, there's a lot of women out there that have said 9 inches. 7, 8. That's a lot for them to handle.
Like, say, hey, let's go back to my crib and let's check out my favorite movie, Black Snake Moan.
There's a lot of women out there that actually find that kind of uncomfortable, which is actually fascinating.
Yeah,
Gives me hope.
The stereotype is women prefer bigger, but no, it's actually they prefer actually shorter. Not like 3 inches, but like about 6,
Well,
7.
no, not even that. I have figured out it's size does matter in some situations, but even if you're not back in like 5-6 inches, it's all about what you do, man. Like if you can get her going wild for you, you're doing something right.
There's a word for that. Not packing 5 or 6 inches. It's called Asian.
What are you trying to say about me, son? What the hell, Mike?
It's never a good sign if you're going at it and she goes, "Is it in yet?" That's a bad sign too.
Or
It's never a good sign when you take. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, remember how we read those quotes on Reddit, or it's like the worst things to say to your girlfriend or wife during sex?
Yeah.
The worst one was, "Oh my god, I can't believe this body's not working yet." I'm like, bro, actually find that person, actually dox that person. I don't endorse it, but dox that person and make sure that person is in jail.
It's never a good sign when you take off your pants and you tell her to talk to it, and she immediately goes, "Hey, little guy."
Oh, there was a video that I dropped in the group chat. This girl said that she was with the guy, so she has a boyfriend. She left the bed to go to the gas station to meet up with her ex-boyfriend so they could do some stuff. He blows a load inside her. Then she gets back in time so she can get back in bed with her real boyfriend. And then they start going at it. And then he licks the mayonnaise out of the other. He licks the mayonnaise that the other guy left.
You've got to stop reading Destiny's chat log.
No, this is that wasn't Destiny. He did do that. There was another girl. Oh, I can show you right now. It's the most disgusting, nasty shit ever. If a girl ever did it to me, I will get the axe, and your life will be over.
Loads. I found out my ex is pregnant the other day.
God, fuck.
Yeah, she got pregnant.
Me too.
You know, like I said, relationship didn't end bad, but I heard that news and I'm like, oh, congratulations. And then I immediately kind of felt sad. I was like, huh, what could have been?
Huh. Nate, she was Indian. You're gonna have a Squanto baby or something?
She was Native American, dude, and Latina.
A Pocahontas baby?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing? Oh, it's like that Family Guy skit of the Back to the Future thing where they ask the dude, "Oh, your son marries a black man. Your daughter marries a black man." They're like, "That's not a problem at all." Yeah. He's like, "Oh."
And then, you know, it's funny. I find out she's pregnant. Then I go to work and I find out like 2 of my coworkers, they just had babies. I'm like, dude, what am I? Chopped liver? Like, I want a family. I'm tired of being a lonely bastard.
Dude, you're gonna just get used to jerking off like I do.
Yeah, it gets boring after a while.
Dude, your hand can consent. Just saying.
Yeah, but my hand doesn't tell me that it loves me.
Just talking to AI or some shit like that.
Okay, no, because the AI can't fucking touch me and comfort me at night.
Oh my god! Didn't get a body pillow.
Still one of the best memes I've ever seen of a husband throwing a bottle of aspirin at his wife. She goes, "What? I don't have a headache. Good, we're fucking tonight."
What the hell?
You know what? I'm actually gonna get on Amazon right now. I'm gonna look up Rhea Scrimmery body pillow and see what the fuck comes up.
I went on Amazon to look up like dildos and stuff because I was bored.
Of course,
you know.
Of course,
you
don't have any near you in your immediate vicinity, huh?
You know what's great about these videos is the comments too. The comments are just too gold.
Once my boyfriend was asleep, so I wanted to go fuck my ex real quick, so I drove down to the gas station, let him cream pie me, and then I came home to sneak into bed. My boyfriend woke up and then wanted to fuck me, and he started eating me out and told me how good my pussy tastes, and he's eating my ex's cum out of me, and I never told him.
Hold on, dial it back. Go back to that man's face. Like, go back to that man's face and just pause on it. That right there is the face of just death, depression, just, you know, what the fuck is my life? I want to die. Like, he's feeling all the emotions right now.
Oh my god.
I
hey,
hate
along that topic, I got something for you. I'll see if it'll play. Hang on.
What's up?
Okay. Mismatch. Oh my god, too many videos. Too many videos. Holy shit. What the heck? Why did I throw Nate out?
Down, Nathan.
Oh shit! You just busted a nut.
Oh! What the fuck?
Yo, look.
Nathan. Look again.
Really go.
Ah!
Yo!
Holy shit. He said, look again. Wait,
look
where did
again? What? Where'd it go?
Why? Why is that a real thing?
Dude, that man pulled a reverse Uno card for real. Fuck. That was no, that wasn't awesome. That was actually kind of fucked up.
That is actually just fuck. You guys are degenerates. What's wrong with you?
Holy shit!
God.
Oh man!
Holy shit! Fucking hell!
Oh my god! That fucking blanket is amazing. Holy shit!
Okay, hold on, give me a sec. I have to unmute there.
Craziest college confession.
Let me hear what she said. I can't say that.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
Can I whisper it to you first?
Yeah.
This college confession is that I drink pee.
Your mama should have swallowed you. You don't belong in this matrix. You need to be wiped off this planet. You continually do it.
Like when he goes to the bathroom, she's like, "Ooh, let me come."
So you would drink mine?
Are you for real?
Yeah, I'm for real.
Not on camera. Do you want my number? Yeah, I'll put it in. She told you that, and now you.
I want to see she gonna drink my.
Why you mad she choosing me? I like what she do to me.
It was at this moment that he knew he up.
What's your craziest?
Oh god.
Oh my god!
Damn.
That's just gross. These hoes ain't. I did. That's not. That's just fucking.
It went from hot tool to gargle.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna quote Judge Joe Brown. I know a hoe when I see one.
Yeah.
And she's a hoe.
Yeah. Oh god. What's up, Herman? You joined at the right moment where we're having degenerate clips.
Example, you're with your hypothetical boyfriend or husband. He's offered $50 million, all right? $50 million, right? But all he has to do is one gay scene. Would you want him to do it?
Sucks my dick.
I beg your pardon.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Is it this one? I have a dick, yeah.
Wait, what? Holy mother of Jesus. She's a man. Say, for example.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Wow.
All right. Well, that's
this day and age, you don't know. You know, you got to do the fucking Crocodile Dundee check, taparoo. You know.
I fucking can't with this generation, man. I can't.
Nate, do you prefer if your girls are more like two-handers or they can do it with one hand?
They can do it with if they can do it with both. That's a bonus.
That just marry a woman if she can do two hands. Holy crap!
I would have to marry her for a whole lot more reasons than just that.
5 years later, MSK
not to brag, but she would have to use two whole fingers.
I was about to say 5 years later, MSK is going to come to us with a midget wife and be like, she used two hands.
God.
Oh my god.
Can I just have the Men in Black neuralizer used on me so I can forget?
No, you may not.
No. God.
We had to see it, so you have to see it.
Hey, I was looking for degenerate clips to show you guys. Just saying. This girl said I had my own Hawk Tool girl. That girl was fucking hot as hell. I'll let her do anything to me.
No, we just learned it's now it's gurgle.
That's the new thing. That's Gen Z's version.
Yeah.
I'll be honest here. That's the reason why most dudes ain't dating these broads. That is not. Remember back in the day, you used to have that term wifey material. That's not wifey material. That's like hoe bag material.
Yeah, that's
how you lose half your shit in like 10 years or less.
Yeah,
that's just cum rag, cum dump, just buffoonery, and I don't want any part of it.
We call a human cum dumpster. You just go in, you blow out, sit, you just leave. You put your clothes on, you leave. If you even bother marrying that woman, you are an idiot, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Tony? How you doing, man? We're just talking about ejaculating in women.
I don't think that was the exact topic.
That was not. That was not the last one. Gurgle. Oh no! That wasn't even the last one.
Speed running the divorce meta. Holy shit! Yeah, because like, the thing is, aren't you supposed to drink stuff so your cum tastes good? Like, I don't drink anything good. My cum would taste like acid.
I don't.
You need to drink more Mountain Dew.
That's really actually how you kill a woman.
What it tastes like.
See, I usually ask the girl what it tastes like. Just go up to her and be like, "Hey, yo, little mama, how does it taste?" Then you get slapped, and then they call their boyfriend, and then you get.
Remind me again why the bartender rejected you.
She didn't reject me. She just didn't acknowledge me.
Oh no, he said, "Hey, baby, my shit tastes like Mountain Dew."
Your shit tastes like Mountain Dew. Ew, get the fuck away from me, you freak.
She's like, man, you black guys are all poor and you have no money. Oh, God. And she was single too. I could have went home with her.
I don't
and then that one girl would be like, go ahead.
I was going to say, she went, I'm sorry, I don't date force monkeys, okay?
And then that one girl would be like, that's not pee.
That's just that. No, please, no. It's so gross, dude.
MSK looks at her and goes, "Look again."
Look at me. Look. Oh shit. She
See,
was
this
single.
is how crazy OnlyFans has made women.
Just saying, if I really rizzed her up, I could have. She was single. I could have went back to her place. We could have had a whole bunch of sex, you know. And then I left, obviously, because I can't stay with women. I'm black. We always have to leave, you know. Well, that was.
I gotta go. My or the simple way to get out of that situation is afterward, just simply go. Okay, well, I gotta take off. My wife's waiting at home.
Oh shit! That's how you know you're going to hell. You instantly going to hell doing some shit like that. Oh my god. Someone said this girl folded faster than a lawn chair.
That's true.
What the
fuck? Through Facebook, and this black guy said, "Man, that bitch folded like a lawn chair." When I pounded it, like, what the hell? Oh my god!
That's called an exorcism, dude. What the fuck?
That's degenerate.
Well, which way did she fold, though?
Hopefully, you fold like that. Whatever. You guys are crazy.
You ever fuck a bitch so hard she turns herself inside out? What the hell?
That's an alien. You probably need to send her to Mars or something.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Sorry, I'm eating. I don't want people to see it.
They're fine. So hopefully Iron and Clean are having fun at the movies, actually. Oh, we did a watch party last night for Shark Night. Hopefully you guys go and check that out. We provided some excellent commentary.
How did that go, by the way?
Oh, we're pretty solid. She's like, I'm about to turn it off if the dog dies. I'm like, she's like, does the dog die? I'm like, no, the dog doesn't die. But like, obviously, you know, I'm pretty sure most movies don't kill dogs. The only movie they know that's killed a dog is like
I was telling her the movie has 3D in the title, but for some reason in its theatrical release, it was never released in 3D, despite being called Shark Night 3D.
Yeah, so they couldn't get it into the biggest markets that had the 3D, and that because they also filmed on. It's like I forgot the real reason, but it had to do with like a mixture of not getting into enough theaters, filming with certain cameras that didn't operate well with the 3D technology, even though they have special effects in the movie that you can tell, okay, this is where the 3D's at.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, God. Black guy.
It also just happened to premiere the same week that year that Shark Week was fucking going on. So,
and you know what's crazy? The plot mixed into Shark Week, actually. That redneck cop, someone said WZ said that was going to be you in a few years. God, dude. Oh Lord, man. But yeah, dude. It's all good, man. You didn't really need her anyway. You could just have sex with men.
I'm good.
Back to more degenerate videos.
Yeah, let's laugh. Entertain us. Are you not entertained?
I entertain you guys. What the fuck?
That's why we're here. We're here for MSK's Clout.
Oh, dude. Remember the tweet I just put in the group chat? Someone said comics gay equals mental illness.
I mean, it kind of does. Let's be honest.
I don't know lies detected there.
No, just straight facts. Yeah, comics gay equals mental illness. Holy shit, man!
I've said that for years.
Comics gay
John,
equals degeneracy at the highest level.
Literally, that bitch Katie did stole an hour of someone's content, and there are clip channels out there. But if that person that owns the content says take it down or just provide commentary over it, and you can keep it. Yeah, like if at least. If he's saying you can use it, but just provide commentary, I don't just do it. You can literally sit there and not say things for minutes on end.
Apparently, she started this channel a long time ago, and she's been doing this for quite some time. She's got a new channel. It's called Katie Did Clips, and she did this to Eric. She did this to Eric July and clipped a bunch of his stuff and or is trying to monetize it or something, or she can't be monetizing it, but Eric claimed that she was. She's
her
only
big
got like
channel I know is monetized. Yeah,
right.
Her big channel
the Clips
is
channel.
Yeah,
her Clips channel's not. She's only got like 600 and some odd subscribers. It's not.
Yeah, so she can get basically like super chats and I think memberships.
No, she can't even get super chats. Oh yeah, they changed the rules.
Oh no, but she doesn't have enough watch hours then.
Watch hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in order to have the watch hours, you have to keep those videos up. And she's only got like 2 posted videos on there. Like they've all been taken down. So
Yeah.
I don't think she's even monetizing.
Like, I'll even say is the people that don't even like Eric, at least if they're gonna watch his content, they'll at least EFAP it, they'll at least commentate over it, at least have the
Right.
common decency to do that. Like, that's only if the content creator says do this. Because most people, I'll be honest here, if you clip some of the stuff out, they won't really care. Just link their original stream in your description box. That's all you got to do. That's the respect thing. But she said, literally, just because it's Matt Barr, I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay, then that's kind of fucked up. Then you can get striked. Like, that's fuck her. Like, at that point,
I clip shit all the time, but
Yeah.
there's a reason I do it. I like to prove people's stupidity.
Yeah. But I love Canadian Larry. I love EFAPing his terrible, boring streams. Still just
Oh yeah, well, he's not the only one I do it too. Like, here's another one. Here's a good one. Here, you play this one. This is really good.
Oh my god.
Oh God,
think I just
Kamala
dropped
Harris
mine.
taking another L. Now she's trying to say that
Nah, this
saying
is-
Merry. Now
Ooh.
she's trying to say that
You know,
Merry Christmas is.
I'll sell what sells.
Yeah.
You know, if everybody tomorrow decides they like the most woke lefty comic you could possibly imagine, they all want to see transgender Captain America dressed like Dylan Mulvaney drinking Bud Light while he's getting surgery, and the whole world says they like that. Looks like we're making covers of that.
What?
Well, get ready to sell no covers. No one will buy that. That will be the worst selling comic book of all time. Please do that.
That's Sean
That way we can
Hidalgo.
laugh at that.
That's Sean Hidalgo.
I'm sorry, I couldn't tell what exactly he was saying over all the bullshit that was coming out of his
There's
mouth.
too
What the
many.
hell? Jesus.
Transgendered Captain America with a pride flag. That would be the worst idea
go, bud.
imaginable.
That might actually drive me to suicide. I'm not gonna lie.
Might actually drive me to get a rope. Like, literally, just get the rope in that shit.
Yeah.
In
Some
Minecraft.
people out there, some of these guys that are in this industry, they have absolutely no respect for it. They don't fucking.
Well, it's the same
care,
thing with
dude.
the movie industry. We were
They're
talking about it
in
earlier.
to make $1. They're fucking
Yeah.
glorified grifters.
They
Like,
don't care. They don't care about the art. They don't care about the fans
Nothing.
that support the art. They're just a bunch of grifting bastards who are there to make a paycheck and move the fuck on, and
That's
try
right.
and try to grab DEI brownie points while they're fucking at it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because when you can clearly see that because most of these writers and actors and a lot of the producers, they've already got their money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, it doesn't matter if the product's successful or not. They've already
don't
got their
care.
money.
yeah.
They got
It's
paid.
all, but here's the thing: once they start losing money, they want to bitch about it. Oh, I don't know what's going wrong. I mean, look at Deadpool and Wolverine, man. The movie just passed $600 million yesterday, and if they were smart and paid attention, they would look at that and go, "Huh." Maybe
It's
we
like-
just need to maybe we just need to start making good products and people will pay for it.
They have to keep the lie going. They like people are in the industry. I promise you, man. I've been looking through a lot of this shit. They still are saying that comic book sales have been better than ever. Remember, I told you guys a few months ago. Mike was on the show, but I told you guys this a few months ago. This bitch literally said because she has this. It was like this comic shop owner convention thing where she represents the stores. She literally said it was raining money in the comic book industry. I was like, what? Listen,
Well,
it was
when I-
raining money. What are you talking about, you crazy bitch?
When
What
me
the
and Mike
fuck?
say grifting, I mean literally they're just a bunch of grifters. There is no fucking way that these people actually believe the shit that's coming out of their fucking mouths. There's no way.
No.
Like I refuse to believe that these people that make all this money would run the risk of losing that money just because they want to latch onto some political points and try to appease a bunch of people that just want to see the world burn, essentially.
Well, it's
Yeah.
the thing of basically these guys are so deep in trying to sell their soul and hit it big, they'll just do anything at this point, even if it means they don't even really agree with it themselves. They'll just basically do it to just get their name out there,
You can never pay me enough to betray who I am, dude. You couldn't. It's
Why
like
not?
today. It's like today. You saw me posting in the chat. I woke up because I got a fucking call from my ex-boss wanting to talk. So I got in my car. I drove to the dealership where I used to work, sat down in front of him, and he pitched me this whole fucking thing about how he wants me to come back and work as a supervisor for $24 an hour. And I'm like I literally told him today, I was like, "Do you think I'm dumb?" And he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, the 4 years I was here, I was miserable. I was fucked up in the head. I went home every day and drank to the point where I thought I was going to start losing fucking friends over it. Like, there's no way in hell I'm coming back to work for you guys. And he's like, well, we can give you $26 an hour if 24 is not. I said, money is not a fucking issue. My mental health and my happiness is. I literally told him, I said, there is no amount of money you can give me on a piece of paper that's going to make me come back here.
Huh.
And yeah, I stood up and pretty much told him, thank you for your time. And I walked the fuck out. Here's the thing. I'm making $20 an hour right now as it is at my newer job. And I'm probably going to get a raise within another month. So, oh yeah, thanks for the extra $160 on my paycheck. It's not worth it. But moral is, I really wish there were more people on this planet like me, to where you're not going to sell yourself out just for money. But apparently I'm one of the last remaining people who still has this integrity intact. Apparently.
Integrity is gay.
Morals and values are not
morals
gay.
and values, huh?
Yeah, who needs those?
Yeah,
I need them. It separates me from the animals.
No,
I prefer being a Donkey Kong.
I could say something in response to that, but I think it'd be racist.
Oh God, I prefer being a Diddy Kong.
That's even worse.
Dude, why were they always throwing around bananas and shooting with guns?
Because they're gorillas and monkeys. That's why.
That's what those people do.
You know, Disney's been going on this thing where they've been remaking live action remakes and recasting, you know, white characters with black characters. I dare them to do it for Tarzan. They won't fucking do it. I dare them. I dare them to fucking do it with Tarzan.
Damn it. Remember that last Tarzan movie? I didn't see it, but I saw the trailers and it looked so horseshit. It was the one with Samuel L. Jackson. It had the albino gorillas and shit. I don't know. It looked so ass, honestly.
You know, I don't hate that one that they did The Legend of Tarzan. I think that's what you're talking about. It had a Skarsgård in it. He was playing Tarzan. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't hate it, but at the same time, I'm just like, this is so far removed from what my idea of Tarzan is.
Nate, did your boss have a snarky ass comment when you walked out?
No, I just don't think he was expecting me to actually do that. I really thought he probably really thought that I was going to bend the knee and actually say, yeah, $24 an hour.
You should have told him 50 and you get the ability to fire people at will.
You see, that's the thing. He essentially offered me my old job back. Because that's what I was for 4 fucking years, was a parts supervisor. And I'll tell you right now, I didn't feel like a supervisor. They wouldn't allow me to discipline people that needed it. I couldn't write anybody up. I was basically told to just shut my fucking mouth and take it. I got called lazy, useless. I mean, never mind the fact that I did a lot of fucking shit, but somehow, you know, I'm lazy and I just got no fucking authority at all. Like, fuck that shit, man. I'm much more happier where I'm at right now.
Or you could be having a gay senator butt sex like that one guy was having earlier this year.
Can we not talk about that again? Like, what are they doing it again? Is that why you're bringing it up?
No. Just I remember the comments being so gold. Oh my God, dude! And remember his response was like, "I can't believe people are attacking me for being gay." It's like
he was totally playing the victim. It's like it definitely has nothing to It definitely has nothing to do with the fact that you were taking it in the ass on the Senate floor. Where people sit and make decisions for our fucking country, you stupid dumbass.
The dude was like, man, people are attacking me for my identity. That might be the most gaslight.
No,
shit
we're attacking
ever.
you because you were literally sitting there, ass and balls deep in another man. Like, what? Like, how did he not see this?
How did we attack him when he willingly did this himself and then incriminated himself further? So apparently, allegedly, there was a gay senator group chat on Twitter, and he sent the video in there, not thinking that some of these guys would be catty women because they pretend to be gay.
Dude,
and they're going to send that to somebody.
These people are going to keep having L so fucking badly that George Washington himself is going to come back from the dead and start a second American Revolution. Like,
Just imagine that. Imagine doing something like that, not getting caught, filming it, then sending it to other people, and then being shocked that they would release it to fuck you over.
I guarantee the exact
mind-blowing.
I guarantee the exact conversation was, okay, we can't tell anybody about this. Proceeds to immediately spread it in a group chat for everyone to see.
Oh, God.
And then surprised Pikachu face when people start calling him out on it.
Oh,
You guys wouldn't have had a problem if it had been two lesbians.
If this comes off as offensive, I'm sorry, but that motherfucker looks like a homo. Like every time I see his little skinny ass smile, and I'm like, dude, you look gay.
You're not fooling anyone.
You're not fooling anyone, you homo.
Also, apparently it is happening.
What?
Trump is going to debate Kamala Harris.
Oh, God.
I have agreed with Fox News to debate Kamala Harris on Wednesday, September 4th. The debate was previously scheduled against Sleepy Joe Biden on ABC.
Well, we saw how the first one went, so that wasn't happening.
But has been terminated in that Biden will no longer be a participant. And I am in litigation against ABC Network and George fucking hell.
What the fuck? What kind of name is that?
Thereby creating a conflict of interest. The Fox News debate will be held in the Great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania at a site in an area to be determined. The moderators of the debate will be Brett Barrier and Martha McCallum. And the rules
it's Brett Baer and Martha McCallum.
And the rules will be similar to the rules of my debate with Sleepy Joe, who has been treated horribly by his party, but with a full arena audience. Oh yeah, let's go.
Oh God.
But
Hi,
hey,
Toasty.
speaking of gay, I got something
Toasty.
cool lined up.
Toasty, how you doing?
All right,
just
hang on, I'll play it.
No, I hate this. No, I hate that video.
Come on.
I hate that video.
Oh yeah,
So
he's
trash.
afraid of certain videos.
No, that video is so. That might be the worst video ever made on the internet.
Dude, you cut away from that like you were legit getting ready to watch
You
action.
played that on
CP.
stream, and
Like,
I
what the
fell
hell?
asleep cringing.
You cut away from that like if you watched it, you were gonna end up on a watch
You
list.
gotta let them
Holy
watch
shit.
it. I guarantee you they haven't seen it. You gotta let them watch
no, it's the worst video.
Do it.
Okay, we'll play a minute.
Hold
at
on.
least.
How long is it?
We'll play
It's
a
like
minute.
a minute. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
a minute. 3 minutes, maybe.
3 minutes.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, today, for the very first time, we're going to do Wolverine is Gay, which is my biggest hit.
What?
International, of course.
That's the leader of Comicsgate, folks. Enjoy it.
Damn, the Colonel really let himself go. What the hell?
Skip for it a little bit.
This sounds beautiful, doesn't it? The song itself. Well, here we go. Nobody told me when I was a kid.
This lives rent free in MSK's head. I can tell.
Please, this is so.
It's no big
I'm gonna
deal.
die. It's so
But I wish they did.
How did EBS ever become famous? I really want to know.
Which one is him? Is it the guy singing?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
EBS.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know.
The first warning sign should have been Wizard World Comics.
Wolverine is gay.
I can't.
Okay, I've had
So
enough.
bad.
Yep.
That's the worst video ever.
That shit actually made me want to slit my wrists and run salt across them. Like, what the fuck? Jeez.
I never needed the rope more than I do now.
I'm going lynching for myself. Like, what the fuck? Wow. How did he ever become famous? Like,
I have no idea. He's so hated in the industry too by the other industry professionals. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh,
like
I bet
there's a reason Jeff Johns named all the villains like while they were working together after Ethan's kids.
You know, there's a reason why sometimes when it that's why, you know, that's why they say the best thing you can do when encountering an ignorant person is just let them talk. Because the more they talk, the more you find out about who they truly are. And Ethan, if he's not liked in the comics industry as a whole, then no wonder he's not liked by the fucking indie comic scene, dude. He's just a piece of shit.
Like, well, hell, I'm not liked in the comics industry either. You know, people fucking hate my ass, but you know that's
why. You seem pretty cool.
Well, there's a whole fucking.
We would be here for another 3 hours if we told these stories.
Man,
well, I'm only asking because Mike, I've never met you, dude. So
yeah,
you're white. You already have a lot in common. You know what? Supremacy, the Klan. You know,
I'll get you off air and I'll tell you some shit about it later. You know, it's not
okay. That's fine.
I told
the
Tiny,
love
hello.
of mayonnaise. I mean, there's plenty
Tiny,
of things about
not
whiteness.
Tiny. Oh my god, women are confusing these days.
Toasty.
I asked Toasty, was she thinking about me, and she just laughed.
No, she's thinking about me. You misunderstand.
She
oh, damn!
She laughed at you like that bartender that you couldn't pick up.
You can just fuck off with that one. God, man, that was such an easy one to lay. Fucking
aren't you the one that retweeted her thing where she was talking about playing D&D and you were like, "Hey, Nathan."
Well, I don't play that loser shit. You do. I would just say, "Hey, you can have another girl."
Oh, well, I'm already stealing a certain somebody for tomorrow night. I'm trying to keep it under wraps for people who don't know, but
that's fine. It's fine. Toasty, if you ever are thinking about me, you know, all women do. So you just got to get in line, actually.
WZ says, I love how Nate says he cares about his mental health, but he keeps coming on here. Toasty, D&D is very simple. The hardest thing you'll have to do is make a character, but once you start playing, it's not hard. Especially at lower levels, you're only really rolling 2 dice anyway.
I've never played that shit. You know, I never got into it. But my sister is like really big into it. She's like 4 years younger than I am. Well, so you know, with her kid or when she was a kid, you know, that was kind of like a big thing. And we went to visit my parents recently back home in Texas.
Yeah.
And she was there and she was actually teaching my son how to play D&D. And they started getting into it, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. You know, that's interesting." And yeah, she was teaching them all the rules and stuff. It was the first time I was ever exposed to it. And I was like, "Oh, it's not bad. It's kind of cool."
Toasty, I can't do math either, but I mean, it's just simple math. I mean, it's not anything complicated.
Can you do basic addition and subtraction?
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, dude,
that's too hard. Can I get a calculator?
The rules for the rules for 5th edition D&D are not that hard to understand. Like, it takes time to learn a little bit, especially like character creation. First time I ever made a character, dude, I was like, this is literally the hardest thing I've ever done with my life. Like, what the fuck am I doing? But I mean, once you do it, I mean, I think this would be like year 10 for me actually playing D&D. I started playing with my uncles and their friends, and then eventually I graduated to DMing for them, and now we're doing D&D streams every other Saturday on my channel. I've got a bunch of players going through the Curse of Strahd module.
Yeah, I started identifying with her a little bit, you know, because that's how I'm a writer. So, you know, that's what I do. I write all kinds of shit, and character creation is kind of my thing. And like when she started talking about it, I'm like, I kind of identified with that. Like, hey, that's kind of exactly what I do as a writer. You know, I just sit there and I create characters and backstories and stuff like that. And I started thinking like, that's what you guys end up doing, is having to exercise that part of your brain that you're not really used to using. So it does take time.
D&D does take, you have to have a really overactive imagination to play the game. It's meant for people that, you know, really love exercising that part of their brain. And dude, I think I've only played like 3 characters in the 10 years that I've played. I mean, after the 3rd character, I pretty much became a forever DM. But first character I ever made, he was a dwarf cleric. He was a holy guy. He worshipped the god of lightning, thunder, and storms. And anytime he'd attack you, he had a warhammer. Anytime he'd attack you, he'd do this whole thing like he's fucking Thor, and he'd summon lightning and he'd just smite your ass. Dude, he was awesome.
Dude, I wonder how many fucking guys there are in indie comics who have taken their D&D character and actually made a story of it. And like,
I
that's
would not
where
be
some of
shocked.
these guys' ideas have come from.
One of my uncle's friends, he actually took the campaign that we
Tiny.
played and he made it into
Totally.
he made it into a novel.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so fucking cool. Second character I ever played, my second character that I played, this was part of an evil campaign. He was Judas, man. He was Judas, the taker of souls. He had this thing where he was cursed. He had this curse where the more he cared about people, the more this curse would kind of like just kind of kill people around him. And his whole motivation was he wants to figure out a way to get rid of the shit at any cost. He was an evil motherfucker. He was emo, antisocial. He's a piece of shit. Everybody would be fighting goblins on the side of the road or something. What the fuck is Judas doing? He's leaning up against a tree with a journal, writing dark poetry. He's just like, darkness imprisoning me. All that I see. He's just a piece of shit. How they did not like kill me for having this shit I fucking did, I don't know. Like, my uncle used to get so mad at me. He's like, dude, are you ever gonna fucking do anything? And I'm like, nope.
My character, my character walks to Hot Topic.
Toasty, I'm making a
20.
character with big boobies. We already have that. Her name is Kit. She's a tiefling sorcerer. She's actually pretty cool. She's a wild mage too. Wild magic in D&D is crazy. So when you play a wild mage in D&D, when you cast a spell, there's a percentile chance that your magic can go wild, and this can have like random effects on you and the party. Like, let's say you're casting like a firebolt or something like that. If you roll that percentile and you get it, you might turn everybody into sheep. Or
wow,
if you cast it, you might just summon lightning and kill everybody. I mean, wild magic's fucking cool, dude. I keep telling MSK if he wanted to, he could play a Super Saiyan in D&D. There's how-tos and everything on how to do it.
Why would I play D&D? And that's for losers.
You would have a good time, buddy. I know you would.
Like, I would like to give women...
my character would be a Vulcan that has somehow fallen back in time.
What were you gonna say, MSK?
I would probably just rather give women Ds than be with sweaty, smelly nerds playing D&D. Just saying.
Strider figured out during the last session that once the DM brings out a certain book, it's probably time to just put your fucking dice down and not do anything.
She said, I need a D&D book. I don't know why I was calling you Tiny tonight. I don't know. All women's names are blending in my head at the same time.
Toasty, you can look it up. You can get on Amazon and you can get the D&D 5e Player's Handbook for like $26 right now, I think. That's got all the main races and classes in it that you need to basically start making characters.
Accidentally.
Boy, I mean, tonight MSK is just showing his bigotry. The misogynist. All women are looking alike to him today.
He said,
I can't tell. That's essentially what he just said. I can't tell. I can't tell any of them apart.
Toasty looks like Tiny.
Freaking misogynist. All women do not look alike.
Fucking sexist.
Just saying, if you see a hood black person, there's
don't
saying, it's not a coincidence.
I want to play an elf who does magic and has big boobies. What is with you and big tits?
I love big tits.
I love them too, but I'm not obsessed.
I prefer a big ass over big tits. That's just me.
I actually write a book about them.
Sex is sex is great until your partner wants to do it every fucking day, and you're like, please, no more. I need a break.
You know what's better than sex? I always said this: hot pizza out of the oven better than sex. Ice cream.
Little Caesars is not right out of the oven.
Fuck off. So hot pizza out of the oven is better than sex. Like I would literally devour that shit before I devour some fucking vagina. Give me hot pizza. But yeah, Mike does do boob comics.
That's right. They're actually I'm the only guy in the room that has it trademarked and copyrighted.
What the fuck is that?
It's called Boobs.
They have a series literally called Boobs.
Yeah. It's about a cosplayer who goes up against the evil comics fence empire. And the main villain
yes,
is
giant
Gaylord von Schlauber, who is the most fabulous transgender villain of all.
I honestly don't know what to say right now.
and the main character, the main female character, has big boobs.
That's right.
You think I bought this for the story? I bought this for the tits.
Really?
Issue 2, you got GVS on the cover, fucking a frog.
GVS.
It's fantastic.
It's fucking.
So it's not. So what you're saying is it is not a bait and switch. You do provide boobs.
That's right. That's right.
Yo, the guy, you know the guy with the Adam West Batman profile pic on Twitter. His name is King West. He doesn't even call it. He doesn't call it Ethan a maggot. You know, replace the M with the S. He calls him a fraggot.
MSK, aren't you a nipple clamp guy?
No.
I've met women who are, and dude, you pull that chain hard enough, the moan that comes out of their mouth. Oh my god.
Hey, here's issue 2 right here. I'll show it to you.
I will neither confirm nor deny my ex's love of nipple clamp.
Every time I would see my ex when I was with her, oh my god, dude, she was all over me like white on rice. It was ridiculous.
Oh, it was great going out on date night and having remote controlled toys to play with while we were out on dates. That was always fun too.
I did too. What the fuck?
There's a Gaylord von Schlauber and his amphibious robot.
I feel all of a sudden this is going to be what comes to mind when I start thinking of AI girlfriends. This shit, right? Boobs. Yeah, I fucking can't. Just can't. I'm not saying the book is bad because I haven't read it, but just the concept.
It's fantastic. It's a funny story. You'll like it.
Oh, man. MSK looks so unimpressed right now.
See, now remember when I went back and I said there's a lot of people that hate me in the comics industry?
Is that why? I'm sorry if that's the only reason for them to hate you. That's the stupidest fucking reason I've ever seen. That shit is hilarious.
And Brian, you know the creator of Lady Death, right? He just recently served us with a cease and desist.
Dude, I love
because we were coming out with a parody comic of Star Wars. It's called Star Wars. And we did 30K on Kickstarter. It was pretty good, right? So he comes out, he serves me with a cease and desist because my Lady Darth character has white skin and white hair, and he thinks that it's like pre-Civil War where he can own a skin color, right? We settled that in the Civil War. You can't own a skin color. That's not the way it works. That's MSK. He's up there. We're friends, and you can't own MSK.
By that logic, characters like Domino shouldn't exist.
Right. Yes, exactly. So the man who has made his bread, Brian Polito, on all these homage covers that he has put out over the course of like fucking 20 years, 30 years, however many years, because he's homaged fucking everything, right? He sends me a letter from an attorney that says, well, he owns the skin color and you cannot homage anything. That homage covers are illegal. You have to have the permission of the copyright holder because parody and satire doesn't exist. And apparently he forgot about Larry Flint and the United States Supreme Court and all that shit. But anyway, so I doubled down, right? I sent him a reply back, and then I put him on the cover of one of our Star Wars books as Emperor Polito Teen. And I put right on the cover, cease and desist.
You know, I'm surprised that you even got that letter, considering any sensible lawyer would look at that shit and be like, dude, you're fucking stupid. Like, what crackpot ass backwards alley dwelling fucking lawyer did that guy go speak to? Or did he hire just some jackass off the street? Man, just cosplaying as a lawyer.
Hey, no. There are lawyers. There are lawyers out there that will sue because they're getting paid.
They'll do anything.
That's what you want to sue for? Okay, I'll put it out there. Now you pay me. It's not going to go anywhere.
That's right. Yeah, they'll do it just to do it. And see, he's the perception in the industry is he's got so much fucking money, right? And people are so scared of him that they bow down and cower the second they get the cease and desist. I wipe my ass with it and I put him on the fucking cover of the book.
Oh my god, dude. It's just I'm sorry, that was stupid.
Yeah, and so he looks like a complete fool, and now everybody that likes Brian Pulido, of course, all of his fucking fans are now against me too, which is like giving me even more hate. So now I got Comicsgate on my ass. I got the fucking Brian Pulido idiots on my ass, and it's just growing and growing and growing because you come at me, I'm gonna fucking come back at you and fuck, dude. I'm not gonna lay down. I don't lay down to anybody. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I just kind of reminds me of something Strider was talking about the other day. I was just running my mouth about how I really wouldn't give a shit if Ethan came after me. And he's like, no, that's a base that you really don't want on your ass, Nathan. I'm like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Bitch and moan because I'm playing D&D with my friends? He can go fuck himself.
Yeah, man. It got so bad, right? That the printer that we have used for over 10 years, Ready Comics, they recently even came back and said that they're not going to print a book that we're coming out with, the G-Busters book, because it had an ad for Star Wars in it with Pulido on the cover, and Pulido is one of their customers. So they're not going to print the book because of that ad that says cease and desist.
Right.
Yeah. It's the nepotism of the comic book world.
It's just
fucking hilarious.
To me, it'll always be this. It's just people bitching and moaning about shit that doesn't fucking matter. Like
right.
the world,
and everybody cares about their feelings. And that's
the world is literally on fire right now, and we're fighting over fucking comics.
I know, right?
It's
crazy.
I don't fucking get it. I don't like this black man's comic, so I'm gonna try and ruin his reputation and get him deplatformed. What? This is over opinions. Over opinions.
No. Right. Okay, so you got to factor in. They were on that stream with EVS and Dick Masterson. Apparently, when it comes to criticism, you're supposed to just sit there, take it, shut up, and ask for more. But when it comes your way for your own things, then you got to tell people to break their necks and all that other shit. It's like, dude, I have watched those Trash Cast streams when he's blatantly contradicted everything he stood for and would say the complete opposite. This is the guy. This is how you can tell he really got mad at Eric, because he says it all the time. You know when he had Cyberfrog 3 going on the same time ISOM 2 went on? He got mad, apparently he said, because he asked Eric can you retweet the Cyberfrog 3? Can you retweet this for me? Keep in mind, this is someone who hasn't even barely fulfilled the other one. And at the time, Snowman's not fulfilled, Rainbow the Brute's not fulfilled. So this, at that moment in time, he said Eric would really just not do it the way that I liked. Oh, I'm sorry, Eric didn't retweet your campaign in the way that you wanted. What is
How
this?
How is it Eric's job to do any promotion for you at all?
This is the campaign that hit like what, 200K? What promotion do you need? What promotion do you need if your books can hit 200K on their own? He's like, because Eric didn't retweet this Cyberfrog 3 tweet the way that I liked, and he just wouldn't promote me. And it's like, this guy bitches and moans about every single person that he promotes.
Dude, EVS is so far up his own ass that the fabric of space and time would just collapse. That's how far up his own ass is. He would create a fucking singularity that would just suck reality into it.
Like,
the thing about
guy. I'm saying that this is a guy. I don't even care if you like Eric, because John was on. Remember we had John Lombox on today's show. Yeah. He was like, "Well, I like EVS and everything," and he was like, "I wish Eric would just not say anything." It's like, but I don't want to have a conversation going constantly, because if he was uncomfortable with it, he said he didn't really. He was kind of trying to be like at ease with it. The problem with that is like, how many times has Eric really talked back to Ethan? It's literally just Ethan keeping this going. It's literally how it is.
I'm not harping on John, but not even 24 hours later, I think he figured out just how fucked up.
He figured out that we were right. Talking about takes that age like milk, just straight milk.
And that's not a disservice towards him. It's like, dude, we tried to tell you that Ethan is not the guy you think he is, and then that shit goes down. It's like, we tried to tell you, man.
I mean,
I tried to fucking Eric July that Ethan was a scumbag, and then I got branded a fucking detractor. Ask MSK. I was one of the first people to talk to Eric. I was like, dude,
if there's anything that thread with John has taught me once and for all, it's that Ethan doesn't give a fuck about comics. He doesn't give a fuck about the indie scene. That man only cares about his reputation and what he fucking looks like. And if you go against him in any way, shape, or form, he will just fucking come after you for the fuck
recently
of it.
With this. Yeah. He has Rainbow the Brute going on, and it already funded. It's late on the campaign, Then he has the ball and nerve to ask for more money to fund toys for a book that nobody, like, no one asked for toys. Who the fuck wants toys in this space? Who the fuck wants them?
He also funded a fucking NASCAR.
He continues
to
kill
Camelot.
me.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He continues to kill me because he keeps going. It's not just Eric. It's, people like John and, a bunch of other indie creators who are actually putting their books out. They're getting them out on time. They're making a profit, and they're building themselves up and they're getting better. But Ethan wants to sit here and just talk shit about them and talk about how bad their books are. It's like, look, motherfucker, until you actually get off your fat ass and you finish this book that you've been working on for 10 fucking years, I don't ever want to hear your opinion about someone else's book and how bad it is. You brain dead fat. You brain dead fat.
The backers already paid for this campaign. The backers already paid for this, and he has the ball and nerve to ask for more money for toys on his campaign when it's already 3 years, 4 years late. It's like, bro, nobody wants toys in this space. I don't know why people are so, even Airbnb. No, who fuck toys? Forget all that shit. Just get the books out. We read them. That's it. Motherfuckers talking about, we're out to make all this much money for toys. What about the backers that already paid you money initially for the book up front back then? Do they not matter?
He doesn't care about comics, man. He's a fucking grifting piece of shit. I don't hate a lot of people because I think everybody here knows. Well, Mike, I just met you, but I'm a very easy guy to get along with. There's not a lot of people in this world that I absolutely hate or despise, but just, up their own ass, egotistical motherfuckers like him, man. I hate people like that with a passion. They drive me up a fucking tree. Like, God, I can't stand EVS, man.
I don't really hate EVS. I just don't like the things that he does. And I disagree with his business practices. I don't have time to fucking hate other people. Like, I don't care enough to hate other people. I wouldn't piss on him if his fucking eyebrows were on fire.
Well, you wouldn't have to. I mean, people like Mint Salad are already doing that.
Yeah, he's a failed fucking artist who couldn't make it in the fucking big leagues because he couldn't fucking draw layouts by himself. He was running off of a fucking ghost layout artist for fucking years at DC, and that's the only way he could ever get anything fucking together. That's why he takes 3 years to do his shit, is because he doesn't have the fucking interns with DC.
In my tweet against EVS yesterday, I was gonna put, hey, when you stopped being Jeff Johns' water boy, you couldn't do shit on your own. I was gonna put that out there. He literally was Jeff Johns' water boy. Was he not?
Pretty much. Well, like I said, like at DC, they have a whole staff of interns that will go in. They will basically do the layouts for you. If this is where things go, and then they pass it on to the other artists. This is how shit works in the big leagues. I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of it's like that because they're on such a fucking tight schedule. They can't do all of this shit. They work fucking 6 months in advance, and they've got 20 days to turn in a fucking project. So all the panels and shit get laid out for you, and then you're sent that. And then you fill in the fucking details, and then you send it off. That shit shouldn't take you more than a week. If it takes you more than a week to do all that shit, they start getting pissed.
And the reason why it takes you longer than indie teams. Yeah, and the reason why it takes longer than indie scenes is because you're doing that all by yourself with one other person.
From panel layout to design to everything. You're doing every single bit of it yourself, or having someone do a piece of it.
Like I said before, in the mainstream, there's a team of people, and people can get back to this in. The books have to get done on time because the stores have ordered these and they need them to sell to the little bit of customers that even buy these books anymore. They have to get them on time. It's not an if, and, ors, or buts. I have to get my product on time. And this guy, it's not the conservative views he really got fired for. People to factor in, what did he really get fired for that someone else complained about? Extremely unbearable to work with was number one. Number two was turning in pages late. Gee, that's the same guy that can't get comic book campaigns out. He's turning in pages late. You can't turn in pages late.
And then he has the balls to come out and say, "Oh, my politics."
My politics.
He's one of the fucking most democratic people on the fucking planet, and he plays to be a conservative. He's not a fucking conservative.
No, man. He is so far up his own ass, and all it is.
Politics. They fired me.
They fired me because I'm conservative.
Dude his signature looks like a fucking swastika. He's got a tattoo of his own name on his fucking chest.
Do you know how far up your own ass you have to be to fucking tattoo your own name onto yourself? What the fuck?
Dude.
here's the thing for me. Once again, it all goes back to just jealousy and envy, man. He cannot stand the fact that people like Eric and all these other fucking creators are succeeding where he fucking failed. He can't stand it. And when you call him out on it, dude, he just becomes a blubbering, whining, just ranting fucking hippo.
Remember the recent tweet he had?
And I think Eric's doing a good thing too. I think Eric's doing a wonderful thing in this industry. I disagree with some of his business practices too.
That's fine.
Like I wouldn't be fucking bringing in 30-year-old comic vets that haven't fucking done anything in this industry in the last 30 years to be the guiding light of my company. I'd be bringing in people like fucking James Tynion, Scott Snyder, someone that can actually bring some relevance to you.
But the thing is, you may not agree with everything he does, but you haven't dedicated your whole fucking existence.
Oh no, I don't care enough.
Talking on him, you know what I mean?
I don't care enough.
Yeah. It just. And the thing
is,
I've
that had a tweet just last week where he said Eric's company, specifically Rippaverse, this is the ball and nerve. This guy said this. I shit you not. This is what he said, word for word. Rippaverse is sucking the life out of indie comics. Remember that one?
How?
Oh my god!
Remember that one? Yeah, that's
there's not even and here's another thing. There's not even a fucking intersectional crossover, but maybe 5 to 10% between Eric's fans and indie comics. 5 to 10% tops. Those people that fucking buy Eric shit don't buy anybody else's shit, and that's fucking fact.
Yeah, it just.
I bought yours.
Well, here's the thing for me.
Am I 5%?
Yeah.
I mean, I've read ISOM 1 and 2. Next paycheck, I'll probably pick up Alpha Core #1. But the thing is,
the Black Man? Can I feel that support Black Man here?
Yes, I did support the Black Man that all these people hate. I've read his books, and look, they're not the greatest ever. Like some people say they are, but they're also not the worst thing ever as well.
Right.
And
there's because he's got experienced writers now.
Yeah, he does. And the thing is, I just don't understand where the hate for these fucking books are coming from. Like I said, it's all just envy and nonsense. They're just mad. People like EVS are just mad because Eric is succeeding.
From the creator's standpoint, a lot of the hate and vitriol comes from, like I said, his business practices. If he would have not used all those 3D assets, he would have garnered a little bit more respect. The second you hear tracing, even though there are some comic artists who do trace, and it is kind of a fucking thing. There's several of them that trace. Yeah. But it's looked down upon. It's shown like you're taking shortcuts. You're not as good as what you could be. It didn't come from your head. Shit like that. People harp on that shit and they fucking get it stuck in their head. So had he done a little bit of research prior to entering this industry and kind of like, hey, what's taboo? What's not taboo? How should I proceed? If he would have took a little bit of advice there, I think he could have saved face a little bit more and started off on a little bit better of a foot.
Right.
Yeah. Because we all know the hatred of tracers. If you remember Banky Edwards.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
I want that. I want the person
to
actually
that's
draw
done with
Necrotic.
Yeah, and when you start talking about a book that's like traced off of fucking 3D assets, people kind of get upset about that.
Yeah.
And it's the hardcore fucking nerd people.
Yeah, and then the other people, the other
they don't
side
care.
Of it,
they don't
like,
care.
they don't care. Yeah, because that's the thing is, if it's only used sparingly and it's only used in certain aspects, I don't really see what the problem is. If the entire book was that, then that's a problem, obviously.
And see, that's the great divide. We live in an era now where everything is 50-50. There's no fucking middle ground. It's like, it's all, you hate everything or you like everything. And you gotta be on one side and you can't be in the middle. It's the same. You look at AI, all the tools coming out with AI, how great some of them are, how they're time savers, how you could be using AI to make comic books right now. But look at all the fucking hate on that.
Massive hate, massive backlash.
People will you say AI and it's like a dirty word in the comic book industry. You can't fucking say that.
Well, look at the film industry. It's the same thing with the less use of practical and using of digital after all of the post editing stuff that they put in after the fact, all digitally, instead of doing practical effects. It's the same thing. They're overutilizing it. That's why the movies look like shit. They look so fake because there's no practical anymore. And back when it really was when actual computer generated visual effects were starting to take off, they were used sparingly enough, but you still had full sets. You still had practical, and it worked.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And actually, the stuff that had the practical holds up way better than all of the CG stuff that was been coming out.
And you know how earlier I touched on EVS and his ghost layout procedure and all that stuff, how it worked in the artist thing. I'm going to take you back behind the scenes now to how it works on the writer side. All right, so you've got like people like Mike Barron, Chuck Dixon, so on and so forth. They grew up in an era where the ideas, the concepts came from the editors. They were handed the creative concepts and told, here, go do the grunt work. Okay. Yeah. So when you're hiring people that aren't used to creating concepts or creating actual worlds to do to save your company, you're hiring the wrong people. Eric, if Eric was going to hire legends, he should have hired legendary editors that are used to world building on the writer's side of stuff, instead of people that are just there to do the grunt work that didn't really create any of the concepts.
Yeah.
But again, that's a failure, lack of research.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That also goes into a conversation of editors too. Chris Claremont, remember how he wanted this like lesbian thing event with Mystique or some shit, but the editor at the time of Marvel was like, no. Well, yeah, because you don't understand this. You might like the artist and writer. Some of those guys, go figure, shocker, have bad ideas that need to be reined in. I'm sorry,
right?
Like this has to happen. You know, artists and writers are not like. I'm saying trying to be mean, but it's like some of them need to be reined in because they think everything they create is gold, and it's like it's not. You know, if you don't have that person to check your ego, you just get so far out of whack that your brain is not even able to process anything good legitimately. Yeah. It's just, man, it's just so crazy to have a guy saying that.
If you take
Eric's, yeah, what?
All right, say like during the early, I think 60s or so. You were seeing a lot of great stuff come out of Marvel, right? Can we all agree on that? Yeah. Some really good stuff. Early 70s, even there was some really good stuff coming out of Marvel. One of the big jumps out of Marvel was Jim Shooter. He jumped from Marvel. He was an editor at Marvel, and he jumped over to Valiant. What did he do over there? He created an entire fucking universe, a complete separate ecosystem that was sustainable for a long time, and put out a whole bunch of fucking titles. That's the kind of creativity that you need to harness and hold and pull into your company. Someone that's capable of that broad vision, not just the story arc.
But how many times have we seen this with people that are creative that get unchecked and are allowed to just run and with whatever they want, so they don't have anyone that's kind of pushing back or anything like that? You get Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
There you go.
That is the current example in Hollywood where with like Rebel Moon. He's had really no pushback, and the thing is garbage.
Yeah.
Even someone as Ethan, he says that Eric's comics aren't cool. This is the guy that I saw #1 or #2 dropped whenever it happened with those two campaigns, and he literally said they were good. He would even argue with people in Eric's defense that he made a good book. All of a sudden now, this is the right way I say it,
because he had a cover on it.
Because people have said you can't change your mind. It's not about that. It's more like, okay, are you lying then, or are you telling the truth now? Because then I can't trust what you're saying then.
It's only because he had a cover on it.
Right, yeah. Only reason.
It's good because I helped draw it.
I'm getting a bit of a cut of this, so of course I want it to be successful.
And then as soon as the retweet didn't happen, Eric July's a piece of shit. Isom 1 and 2 both suck.
Yep, exactly.
This man has the nerve to be like, why didn't Eric retweet my Cyberfrog 3 tweet? Bro, you haven't even finished the other campaigns, and you have the ball enough to ask for more money. What is wrong?
That's because it's now an advertisement risk that's tying Eric July's name to a product that is well behind schedule. So that's already a risk.
Yeah.
Because it may not be Rippaverse specifically that's tweeting it out, but everyone knows Eric July is Rippaverse. So that's why Eric July's got to watch when he is posting or endorsing something. He's looking at it from the aspect of, well, you want to know what? You haven't delivered on this last one. And you're now already running another campaign for another one, and you're a risk.
Mm-hmm.
If I put my name to it, then people are going to come after me too, because you haven't performed and I'm the one that endorsed.
Yeah. Because keep in mind, Eric or even Mike here, they've put up. See, Eric's done what now at this point? I saw 1-2 Alpha Core Yaira Gooding, the 2 Ripazines. Okay, so that's, to be fair, technically those are books for the magazines, like 5 books, 2 magazines, half books, right? You put out Boobs 1, 2. You have
we fulfilled over 15 books at this
15 books, yeah. And you're about to, and your Star Horse campaign is
in about a year, I think, less than a year.
So the Star Horse campaigns, the money's totaled up. You got to work almost 23K on that one. That's going to be printing very soon.
It's almost 30K on the 32,000, I think, was on Star Horse. And
you even have
right now.
You have Comics Illustrated. You have G Busters. You have like this guy is sitting here saying he's a pro, but he can't get stuff out on time at all.
And we've got Dead Sexy in pre-launch right now, which is going to be a very good title.
Yeah, like and then you have that new fucking cocksucker out there. He's like, well, Eric is just coming into the industry, and EVS is a 30-year comic pro. Okay,
which cocksucker are you talking about?
That fucking, I can't say that word. That Fraggot, Bosch, actually. So I want to explain it to people just really quickly. Someone could just get into something, and that's how they would get into it. You don't like for some reason in this industry specifically, that if you hadn't grown up with comics, you never were into them, that means you are just a fraud and you never like them and you don't deserve your success. And it's like, what? I've seen people leave their entire like livelihoods behind from one job to go do something else, to pursue another career. You don't have to, like, yeah, having experience does help. I'm not saying it doesn't. Being a veteran does shape your mindset on some things, but that's not to say that anybody new can't enter and also gain experience too. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
and dude, like back in February, we made the jump, and like this is what we do full time now. We don't even have.
You guys do it full time. Yeah, you even owned a comic shop at one point. You know.
Yeah.
Did you have more black people or white people coming in?
We lived in Arizona, so not very many black people.
And then when a black person came in, did you usually watch them to see if they would steal anything?
All the time.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
I would watch them too. I don't trust them blacks.
It's okay. Just say what's on your mind.
Now, the one black person that actually did come in, he actually tried to kill me. It was funny.
What the fuck?
Of course.
That escalated.
Yeah, he walked in, right, and he had a knife in his hand, and he says he said he was going to rob us and shit. And just so happened, we were still kind of like in the construction phase of the store, and I had a tile scraper right there, and I picked it up, and it was, it's a tile scraper is pretty long. It's about 5 foot long. It's got a big ass sharp fucking end on the end of it. And I said, "You want a what?" And then he turned around and walked out. I said, "That's a good choice."
Imagine trying to rob a comic book store.
Yeah.
It was like when we said the KKK was going to comic shops ordering Black Panther
and buying Black Panther omnibuses.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the Klan. Remember when people said the white supremacists were in the comic industry? Like, yeah, the Klan is taking time out of their day to go to comic shops to influence.
Well, that might not be a far stretch. Like I said, EVS's signature does kind of look like a swastika.
He's just fat. I think he can't even write properly.
He's just a fat, stupid idiot with a big mouth. That's all he is.
I could just see that with MSK. Someone coming in, black man coming to rob him. MSK going, hey, stop! You're being a stereotype.
Did you know that? Did you also know that EVS's autobiography, his little sketchbook, is called Mein Kampf? It's my struggle.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah,
just throw in there.
Yeah. It's been a crazy night, everyone. I got to head out in a little bit here. I got to get this review done that Selena's not here for because, she left the black man as she should.
What are you working on?
I have to review this movie we watched last night, but I watched movies like 3 or 4 times, so I can review in the back of my hand. But it's just, if I just want to say this because Mike actually told me this last time I had him and his wife on, even though that sounds kind of weird when you say that in context, actually. I had his wife on first, then I had him, then I had them both. That's just all right. Well, that just went down a rabbit hole, actually. So
it was a party.
Explains a lot.
So the thing is, if people don't understand, and Mike said this, I agree. Indie comics is literally independent. Eric's success is independently his own. Same with however much success EVS has when instead of doing campaigns for comics, he should do campaigns funding fridge or funding food. All he ever eats now is food. So, but I think it's your own success in indie comics is your own independently. That's what it means. Indie is independent. So like and by that logic, nobody really knows his company really exists outside of like fans, like you said before, his own, right? Or really hardcore fans of comics. The average people don't even really know anything past like Marvel and DC. They barely know Image. So indie
or
comic
Dark Horse.
people, or even Dark Horse, right? They might barely even know IDW. They come after in. The mainstream stuff takes up all the conversation. So the indie conversation is basically people only consider Image indie, which isn't even true because they themselves are a major publisher. Indie creators, listen to me. Your success is on your own. Eric's not taking your success. There's not. We're in comic books. There's not much money to be made here. Okay, this is a pretty small niche. We're being really honest with ourselves here.
The majority of people that buy ISOM are from his YouTube shows.
Yeah,
they're not from the same customer base that EVS pulls from or any of us.
You got to
there's
keep
some
in mind,
crossover, but
you got to keep in mind that with EVS being such a strong conservative, the only way that the indie space needs to run is by communism.
Oh my fucking god!
That's right. They're the anti-political political action committee.
Yes.
Keep in mind, Comicsgate functions off of like EVS, CG Kings. Come here.
They don't believe in censorship, but they won't let you talk.
And actually, they don't believe in censorship, but only ex-mainstream pros can be a part of Comicsgate Kings.
Hey, the best way to save democracy is to destroy democracy. So I mean,
create your own democracy. Just saying, CG Kings is literally only former mainstream pros. So that means that you are essentially already gatekeeped out of being next to him and his crew.
It's funny how when Comicsgate first came about, it wasn't even. This is before EVS got in it. It was the ideals and ideas of a lot of the people that were very conservative in the industry. And the first thing that happened the second they let that fucking snake in it was he removed every single conservative voice out of Comicsgate.
Right.
Like you can see it. Like you watched it happen from Doug to Naple to Tim Lim to my wife Mindy. It just tick, 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 tick until there were nothing left. Until there was nothing but fucking socialists left in that whole thing.
He called other people SJWs.
Like,
what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what in the world? This guy literally got mad at Eric because he didn't promote indie comic creators, but he himself gets mad when other indie people ask for his help. It's like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, just constantly flip-flopping on every position he has. I don't even know what he believes in because it constantly flips every day. Every stream, it changes. Remember the Brian Kriskow thing where because Brian didn't want to sing happy birthday to John Malin, then Brian gets outed as the what? What the fuck? Whatever. Just so crazy. He sucks off John Malin, so he literally will get on his knees to that man. I don't know why Shane's even there. Shane has no opinion for himself. Shane is actually just a loser, for being completely honest here. And he married to an Asian, so if you married an egg roll, that's already an L, in my opinion.
Oh honestly. My fucking god!
Didn't her people cause COVID or whatever? It's okay. So yeah, we gotta head out of here. We'll start with outros. Actually, we'll start with Mike since he was here tonight. Also, he'll be here constantly, but he'll be here just once, like my dad. Actually,
But unlike your dad, I might come back.
That's true.
You can find us at divinitycomics.com. You can check us out on Kickstarter. Right now we have a project up that's on pre-launch called Dead Sexy. Feel free to give it a like.
You're muted.
Show them my character. Oh my god. That lady got some fat titties.
Oh God.
I don't know if I can even show this. It's kind of nudity. God damn it.
If she's got character, I mean, if she's got character,
I guess this is fine.
Yeah.
I'll show like half a second. That was that lady's got some melons there.
She wouldn't survive in Barovia.
Would there be a lot of black orcs?
A lot of vampires and a lot of fucked up shit. Nobody goes into good people who go into Barovia usually come out bad.
Well, Nate, what you got planned coming up aside being black?
I actually got quite a bit coming up. Obviously, I know you're talking about seeing Trap. I already saw it today, so I think tomorrow I'm gonna do my individual review and try to get it up.
It's good to just when you see a movie, get that initial review out. That way, you don't keep it in your head long enough. That way, you can think about it more thoroughly. Fucking hell, man. Yeah,
and it's been long enough. I wanted to wait a little while for everyone to get a chance to see Deadpool and Wolverine before I finally did my review. So I'll probably work on that tomorrow too. Just got Curse of Strahd episode 3 live at 6 p.m. EST tomorrow on my channel as well. We actually got a special guest coming on to that show tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm also bringing back a long forgotten series to the movie channel as well. I'm actually gonna go back to doing Throwback Thursday reviews where I talk about movies from the 2000s, the 2010s, even going all the way back to the 70s. Just pretty much whatever the hell I feel like talking about.
You're gonna watch the Goonies, aren't you?
What if I do watch the Goonies? What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing.
But yeah, that's pretty much all going on for me, dude.
Yes, sir.
Because you need to watch Young Thanos.
Oh God. Why don't we just find baby Thanos and first of all, that's horrible.
Okay, so how to do this? Okay, after we do Trap, there's a video that I want to do about Deadpool and Wolverine. Do you want to help me with that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so that video we'll have to do after Trap, because when we do the spoiler discussion, we're gonna clip that out for the actual review because it's not in order with anything. It's not in a franchise. I can just clip it out and use it for an actual movie review. We'll do Deadpool with Wolverine for another video, kind of that I want to use it for. Are you free this week coming up? Like around, you said Wednesdays are no's and Tuesdays are no's because you get off late.
Well, I could probably do
Monday,
either Monday night or Tuesday night, just because
what time Monday? Because we have the show on Monday, so we end at like around 8 PST.
That's usually when we end on Mondays.
That's still pretty late for me. We could just do it Tuesday then. I'm fine.
Tuesday, you also, I end the show pretty late Tuesday too. That's the thing.
Yeah, my schedule is fucking weird, dude. I really don't leave work until we're just done with everything.
How about we just do the Thursday work better?
Yeah, that could work.
I don't think we have. Wait a minute. No, Alien Romulus drops this week or next week.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think it's next week.
No, you're right. You're fine.
Gen Z in Space is next week, isn't it?
Yeah, Alien Romulus is the 16th, so that's not next week. That's the week after.
Oh,
so
it's following week.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see when we could do the video too. So yeah, probably after we get done with Tuesday's show on Tuesday night. If we end around 10 PST, we can probably do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably 11 latest because I'll protect that like a quick rest break and then I'll just be rejuvenated. So we'll just do a Tuesday night. Okay. Emerald, what you got planking up?
I'll be back here Monday.
I think so.
Oh no, actually tomorrow night and Monday. I'll be back here on this channel, and then absolutely nothing after that.
She says, I love that, Nate. I definitely want to watch that. Yeah, I'm watching Trap tomorrow after Saturday SmackDown. So Saturday SmackDown has to end at 8 or 8:30 PST because I have to do the vlog footage before, and then I have to do the footage before I could go to the theater. So I got to do the pre-footage and the middle part. So it has to end around then because the only showing that I can catch it is at 9:30 because I tried to go on Thursday, but they only had one showing and then it's out of my time range to go. So I have to watch it tomorrow. And I can't watch it at 7 because we're doing the show at 7. So
and then also tomorrow I'll be modding for Nate's D&D stream, where I will be in the chat constantly rolling ones. So
you'll get a natural 20 at some point, buddy. It's okay.
Mathematically, I should have already, but clearly not. So obviously, math is and statistics are already failing me.
The dice gods just don't fucking like you, apparently.
Apparently.
Hey, there's a thing going on social media right now. I'll share this real quick.
Please no.
What's going on right now? Oh, is that Hulk Hogan and who?
Just some guy. And apparently they're mad because he's got hate symbols tattooed on his arm. It looks like 2 SS lightning bolts there.
People will find anything to bitch about.
I don't know. It's like, dude, let this man enjoy his fucking fans. Like, why are you policing people?
Yeah. Yeah, WZ, Hulk Hogan is a known racist in a way, yeah. He did say some pretty fucked up shit back in the day, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's generational, dude. Like, you get my dad on the fucking mic. Jesus Christ.
Oh
you should have heard my you should have heard my grandpa.
My dad was
died.
fucking dude. My dad is like the most racist motherfucker on the planet. He was raised up by his grandfather because his dad didn't want anything to fucking do with him, and neither did his fucking mother. And so he's like generational 1800. Okay, like
yeah, my grandfather, for one thing, he was a World War II vet, and I tell you what, whoa, yeah, he's not very inclusive.
No,
in the sense
no, not
at all of
at all.
certain ethnicities that were involved in World War II.
My dad was born in 1944.
Damn.
So, no, he was raised by a man born in the 1800s.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
It's just you gotta know, like it's like today, you know how we're dealing with all the fucking millennials and shit, and the way they perceive things. How there's such a generational gap even between us right now. Now imagine something like when he was old enough to like he could have owned somebody.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Like, yeah. It's just generational differences, man. You guys gotta let that shit go, man. People.
Like I do agree, black people do a lot of bad things, and I you know the Klan may have been ahead of their time with some of their beliefs on them. Joe Biden saying that that he wouldn't want his kids going to a racial jungle wasn't wrong in theory. Isolation when you're looking at black people doing a lot of crime, And then what was the thing he said? And if you don't vote for me, you're not black. That was the one where it's like, oh, okay,
that's it. That's it.
The one.
That's
it.
It's
like. Okay, he said something really, really stupid, but it does make sense a little bit. You don't want your kids hanging around deep like Juju Bonquiqui trying to get your kids to smoke. I wouldn't want.
Well,
that.
It was LBJ in the Democratic Party that said, "I will have these ninjas voting Democrat for the next 200 years."
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh god. No, I remember Joe Biden was on a call where the senator at the time in his state that he lived in said black people were the inferior race to white people.
Oh yeah,
Joe Biden eulogized a Klan member.
Senator Byrd.
I agree. Black people are a terrible race, but holy shit, that.
Oh my god! Stop it right now.
And you can't even. When in the case of Byrd, that wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like fucking a week ago in like timelines. If we talk about generational gaps.
Yeah.
So.
Oh god, man.
Well, no, that was actually only 10 years ago.
No, I mean, like to be honest, like I've met a bunch of wrestlers, and Hulk Hogan happens to be one of them. Hung around him for quite some time, and like, dude, there's nothing fucking racist about Hogan. Like, it's just not. It's just a generational thing, and how people talk. That's it. That's where it ends.
Oh shit! Oh god! Oh shit! But hey, was Joe Biden wrong with some of the things he says? Yes, I agree. But the one about the school thing, I'll be honest here. You wouldn't want your kid going to an LA public school. That's just probably not where you want your kids going to school. Just saying, black people would be a reason why not. So it's like hanging out with some ghetto black kids wearing do-rags. Like, what the hell? No, my white kid's got to be in a private school. Sorry.
Yeah, and the main proponent for what was it, the 90s crime bill that basically made all the fucking, like, even a little packet of cocaine where you're going to do 15 years in prison.
Joe Biden.
There you go.
He was a co-sponsor of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exactly.
The more you know.
And let's see if was there anybody on Rumble say anything? Usually people aren't on Rumble. People usually watch the replay on Rumble, which is fine.
Which, hey, I just got on Rumble, so I need 5 people to actually start going live on that. So if anybody's on Rumble,
why would I help a cloud chaser like you, Mike?
Divinity Comics and follow my ass.
Why am I helping you?
Because you're my black son.
This is certainly the channel of all time. Okay, let me okay, before we go, post a link in the private chat because I really do have to head out. I gotta get this review done before I see Trap tomorrow.
I don't even know how to fucking do that. Hang on.
Oh my god. Mike, you're getting too old on me. Stop.
I know.
Oh god.
I
think it's this gets you there. I don't know. Try it, see what happens.
Okay, so this should be that. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Okay,
why does it take me to EVS?
Oh no, that shouldn't.
Oh god. Okay, so I followed you. Make sure you follow me back. You cloud chasing fuck. If anyone is on Rumble, follow Mike Divinity Comics in the chat if you want to. If he gets to 5 followers, he can stream there. Now, to be fair, as I told people with Rumble, don't expect just a bunch of follows. You have to just put in the time for content over time. It's really one of those, like, just throw the videos on there and just wait for results. That's just really
pray for the best.
Not you're not praying. You're on your knees for your pastor. That's what you're doing. Ad revenue.
I'm not Catholic anymore for that reason.
Scoutmaster Kevin?
I'm gonna fight you now.
Look again.
Oh no.
Oh god. Dude, today on Rumble, I put out one of our older, like, League of Legends podcast episodes. It hit 1,000 views. I'm like, what in the world? Rumble is the only place the podcast have ever hit 1,000 views. Ever. I've never had a podcast on YouTube ever hit 1,000 views. Ever. Multiple on Rumble have hit 1,000 views. It's if you just throw up, like, your older content over there, I would just throw it up over there. Just in case anything YouTube ever shuts your channel down by accident, you'll have all your content over there, all your live streams, all your receipts. Just upload it little by little every day. Upload a live stream here and there. I would, just in case YouTube ever.
No, do that. I've got all that shit on StreamYard. I just go in the back end and just hit it, and it just plays it.
Okay,
it's good stuff.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. We have to save Nate because he's a firm cloud chaser now at this point.
What do you mean? What did I do?
Everything.
You're just mad because people enjoy my D&D streams, buddy. It's okay.
I'm not mad at all. I'm just coping and seething.
You're allowed to cope and seethe. That's okay.
And by coping and seething, I mean I'm having sex with the girl as they're happening, so I don't feel any pain or shame.
Just remember, you need to trade out that body pillow soon for a new one.
All right, so
if I make you a mod, buddy, will it make you feel better?
No, I'll just cry. So thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Iron Man podcast. Make sure you guys go and check out Divinity Comics. Make sure you get Boobs #1. And yes, I will be reading and reviewing this very soon. And if it's absolute trash, I will definitely wreck this book. But that's what for. Just because I bought someone's stuff does not mean I'm going to read it immediately. People need to know I'm very busy. When I get to reading something, it takes time. I will eventually do it. It's just I can't really tell you when. Let's just be honest here.
I mean, like, eventually he will mount his TV.
Okay, so have a great weekend, everybody. Tomorrow, Saturday SmackDown, 6 PST, 5:30, 6 PST. Then expect an episode of Full Day of Going to the Movie Theater for M. Night Shyamalan's newest film, Trap. Where I'm gonna review Shark Night 3D by myself without Selena tonight. Aww. So expect that. God, I just hate women so much. And expect new episodes of the Iron Man podcast and Cloud9 podcast uploaded to the podcasting platforms. Sometimes I might hit a snag on it, but it's so easily fixable. I uploaded new episodes today, hit another snag. I'll get it fixed by tonight. And the Cloud9 podcast VODs are going to Rumble actually now. So if you don't want to watch on YouTube, you can watch on Rumble. As before, I'm going to be backing up most of my content here. I was thinking about just going back and uploading all of my older videos from this channel up to Rumble just in case anything happens. So at least I have them. I'll probably end up doing that very soon because I started uploading content from this channel over there. I think at a certain point, it was around like when like the Barbenheimer event happened. And I thought to myself, I should probably upload all my videos over here, like all the older ones in case they're saved, but that'll be in due time actually. So thank you guys for the time tonight. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great week.